Hello, my loves, and welcome to week 6, which is discovering your soul sparkle style. This is one of my favorite experiences because I don't know about you, but for the majority of my life, I always struggled with trying to decide what to wear, and I never felt like I had my own style. You know how you look at some women and you're just like, they're just so put together, and they always look so cute and sassy, and they look confident and comfortable. And what I realize is that we can all feel that way, right? And it doesn't have to be expensive. It doesn't have to be fancy. It just needs to be intentional. And so what I wanted to do today is share with you my steps to creating your own signature sparkle style. And essentially what that means is every time you walk into your closet, every time you step onto a stage, every time you have a big meeting or a hot date, you look and you feel absolutely fantastic. So what we're going to do is I'm going to walk you through the steps, and then you're going to take this week to really dive into this material and create your very own sparkle statement, which is essentially basically your brand statement for the way you dress and the way you show up in the world, which is super fun. So the first thing you're going to do is find a lot of different photos, right? And the first photos that you're going to find and gather together, you can do this on your phone, you can create a Pinterest board, whatever, but it's pictures of you that you love, like the favorite, whenever, like your profile pictures, or, you know, whatever, when you've had on a fabulous outfit and you just feel really great and fantastic, you're going to want to collect those photos. Okay, so that's step 1. 5 photos, at least 5. If there's more than that, that's great. But you want 5 photos that you love. And then I want you to take a moment to write down the words that describe them, right? So what are the words, like what do you feel when you look at those pictures? Do you feel confidence? Do you feel powerful? Do you feel beautiful? Do you feel feminine? What are the things that come to mind when you look at those images of you? Okay. Then the next step is to find photos that you've gotten a lot of compliments on. Okay, so for example, maybe you have on an outfit that you weren't sure how it looked, but other people are like, oh my gosh, you look amazing. Or you're wearing a different color than you normally wear, and a lot of people comment on it. Or, you know, you post it on Facebook and everyone's like, oh my God, that's amazing, you look gorgeous, right? So you want to identify those photos of yourself that maybe you didn't necessarily think at first they looked great, but everyone else, when they look at you, is like, wow, you look amazing in that. So those are another set of photos that you want to collect. And then also photos where you feel the most like sexy or powerful or the most you. So for example, they may not be where you are right now, but they could be your future self, right? So these could be of other people, not necessarily your own photos, in addition to your own, and other people that you're like, wow, that feels really good. I love that look. I love how that feels, right? So now what you're doing is you're taking the photos that you love for yourself, that you're like, I just feel really sassy and sexy in here. Then you're taking photos that, and by taking, I mean you're finding them either on Facebook, social media, or in your phone, and you're collecting those. And you're then also taking the ones where you feel the way you want to feel in your body in the photos. And so now you've got this kind of collection. And now what you're going to do is start to find the common themes, the common threads. So for example, my Soul Sparkle style statement is one where I love how I feel wearing white and gold and silver and sparkles and champagne. So if you've noticed my branding, and I'm actually in a fuzzy, yummy gray, comfortable sweater today because it's cozy, but it's also this off the shoulder. So if you'll notice, most of the photos that you see of me in my photo shoots are things like that. I have this off the shoulder. this is because this feels like my sexy part. Like I love this part of a woman. I love to see the neck. And for me, if I have on a top that feels that is styled this way, I know that no matter what, I'm going to feel cute and sexy in it. Okay, so that's a style element. So what I want you to do is find the common themes. I want you to find the colors. So what are the colors that make you feel the best? For me, anytime I wore white, I had a few really beautiful white suits. Anytime I would wear white, everyone was like, oh my gosh, you look so beautiful. And I was like, wow, okay, thank you, right? So white for me was really lovely. And then I love gold and sparkly things. So that weaving in, it goes with my hair, right? So I'm like, okay, any shade of cream or gold goes with me physically and complements my coloring. So these are all things that you're going to want to find, these common themes. So what are the colors? What are the textures? I personally do not wear things that are not comfortable. I'm just done with it. For years, when I had my fancy corporate jobs, I would wear, you know, the suits and the things and the heels and the pants that are tight and all the things and the jackets. And I am highly sensitive, if you haven't already noticed. And I don't do well with things that are restrictive, whether it be people, places, conversations, or clothing. So I wear things that feel comfortable and spacious. Like this is very soft. I also love things that are very soft. Okay, just for the record, I'm the little girl that when I was, preschool and I would go to Mother's Day out, I would only wear hand-me-downs. I call them handy-downs because they're already soft. Because I was so sensitive to like scratchy things. So for me, my style is reflective of my personality and my sensitivity. So I dress to make sure that I always feel comfortable, because I don't know if you've ever given a big talk or had a very important meeting and you wear something or on a date, for example, and you wear something that is uncomfortable. If you've experienced that, I think you'll understand that everything else about that day or that night or that talk, all you're thinking about is how uncomfortable you feel or how your feet hurt or how you just want to tug and pull and whatever. So when you find your signature style, you create your entire wardrobe as your own personal boutique, right? So that way, anytime you walk in, anytime you walk into a store, you know exactly where to go. So as soon as I did this exercise and discovered my style, I can walk into any shop. I can scan the entire store in seconds, go directly to where my brand of clothes would be, right? So it's the section that's like white, cream, gold, beige, khaki, that kind of stuff. So if you wear jewel, like say yours is jewel tones, you'll be able to walk in and discover, oh, I'm in this range right over here. You waste so much time. I used to waste so much time shopping. Now I just go right in, get my things, and I'm out. Because I don't know about you, but I'm not a huge shopper. So it's just easier for me to do that. And then also, you design your entire closet to support this new style. So no matter what you have in there, it's all on brand for you. And by brand, I mean, it's not even if it's your business, but like your personal brand, right? Like how are you recognized, right? And everything in there fits you. So with this exercise this week, you're also going to release and let go things that don't fit right now. I don't know if you've done this exercise lately, but it's so important to only have things that fit you, that make you feel lovely and comfortable all the time. So we're going to clear out anything that doesn't fit anymore, and we're going to only have the things that are in your signature style. So no matter what, everything that you put on in there, you will walk out of your closet, first of all, in a whole lot less time, right? So like 5 minutes versus 30 minutes, which 30 minutes a day trying to find something to wear, that adds up, right? So what we're doing is simplifying, clearing out, and being very intentional with what you wear so that every day when you walk out the door, you feel like $1 million. Isn't this fun? So again, find the photos that you love about yourself, that you love of yourself. Find photos where you get the most compliments, and then also photos that might be a little bit of a stretch for you, like that's a little more sexy, or it's a little more tight fitted, or more cleavage, like whatever the thing is, but it feels really exciting to you and compelling. And then also pictures of others that you admire and you love their style that you'd like to incorporate more into yours. Okay, so that's step one. And then finding the common themes. So we're going to outline what that is. So again, it's paying attention to the textures, to the style, to the whatever other, like the colors, all the different colors and shades that you love the most. And then once you kind of filter all that down, you should come up with, 3 to 5 colors, or a range that feels the best for you, a few styles that you really, really love, that feel really good for you. And then from there, you can make a list. Oh, first of all, your style statement. So I love how I feel when I'm wearing X, Y, and Z. Just kind of write it out as in like the decree of like, this is how I dress, this is what I wear. And as a side note to that, what I want you to also know is that you are the boss of your style. And I don't know if you've ever had this experience, but there was this one time, I just had this thought of this story that I wanted to share with you. I had this boyfriend one time that basically insisted on me wearing more color. And he just had this really big thing about, well, I just love when you wear, bright blue and greens and da-da-da-da, and like would buy me clothes. And I just was like, you know what? Thanks, but I don't wear that. Like, I don't feel good in that. And not to say there's anything wrong with blues and greens or whatever. For me personally, that just wasn't resonating with my style. And I remember thinking, why are you trying to be so controlling about my clothes? And I actually don't really care what you like, to be quite honest. And it's so funny because that obviously didn't work out for that very reason, because it was felt like controlling. So what I want you to understand too is that you are the boss of you, okay? You are the boss of your style, the boss of your clothes. You are the master and creator of your curated closet. That sounds fun, doesn't it? And so just remember that it doesn't truly matter what anyone else is doing or wearing, and you are the boss of you, and you wear things that reflect that sovereignty, that freedom to choose what is in the highest and best for you. Okay, so from there, you can clean out all the stuff that you want to get rid of. Okay, take some time this week to release and let go. You can donate it, right? I donated almost all of my corporate wardrobe when I quit my last job, because I just was like, there are so many women that would love these clothes, and they're really lovely, they're beautiful, and I just knew in my heart that I just wasn't gonna ever wear them again. And so if there's an opportunity to donate, that would feel really, really lovely. And then you can also put together kind of a style sheet, right? Maybe this is a Pinterest board, and start putting things in that match your new Soul Sparkle style. So that way, if you ever have need to go shopping or whatever, you've already got everything there, quick and easy to make some purchases. And maybe what you do over the next few months is start to, depending on budgets and things, right? And it doesn't have to be expensive things, but just as long as it's in your style statement and on your style board, your style sheet, then you're going to be much happier than if you just willy-nilly continue to just spend a lot of time trying to figure out what to wear, where to shop, and hours and hours and hours of unnecessary drama, right? So I hope this was of benefit. I'm so excited to see what you all come up with. And then also this week in the group, you're going to want to post some of these photos, right? Because you can put together, I'd love for you to put together like 5 or 6 new outfits of your new Soul Sparkle style and share those with us in the group. Can't wait to see what you come up with. So excited for you and your new signature Soul Sparkle style. Mwah! Much love. See you next week.